Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel Radhika TechHub. In this tutorial, we are going to discuss about map, reduce and filter. So before that, we will going to we set up our React project. So npx create React tab. So I'm naming as tutorial 1. So first we will create one folder and we'll create one file itself. So we'll import it into our app.js. And we'll remove this head part. We're not required this. So we'll see the output. So demo map concepts which we are created the file itself. So we'll create another folder itself and one file. So we'll create first our JSON file. We'll create up to 5 IDs and we'll do the map, filter and reduce. So we created our JSON file and we have to export it, right? So we'll make it as a export. So now we are going to discuss about the map. The map, nothing but a which we have given the length of input, the exact input we will get as a output. If the length of the input is 5 or 10 or it's 100. So the exact output will get as the same itself. So by the output, if you want to make the two rows or two columns or two values we require, means those will be get into as a output which we are going to display, but the exact output which the input length will be equal to the output length. So now we will do the map. So data dot map. So we'll get into info.marks also, and we make it as a key here with the id. So now we'll see the output. So we can see here, mm, with the names which we are being created in our data. So the names and the marks. So you can see now names and marks, and now we'll use the filter. The filter which has been, we are having the 5 IDs of data. In that we want to get greater than of 80. So the name itself is specifying the filter of filtering the components or filtering the values in the group of values. From the group of values we will get the specified one which we are requiring. So using of filter, it also creates a new array, and map also creates a new array, but the difference is the length of the input is equal to output length will be equal for the map. For the filter itself, which we are required the values with a specifying condition, if we are using of if means, if or else if means, when we are putting the condition, even it satisfies only it enter into the loop, otherwise it will go to the else part. So the same way the filter, based on our condition itself, it will give the values which are required based on the condition itself. If the condition is not satisfied means the no values we will get. The same way we will do the filter now. In our data we are containing of marks, right? So for that, use the filter. So here you can see that info dot marks greater than 80 are required. So for that, how many values are there, we'll see. So first id, fourth id, we are having two. So we'll see the output first. So we'll see the output in the console first. See the two values for the id 1 and for the id 4. The condition is correct. So now we'll display this data in, so we can also directly we can display, but in the it is in the form of object. So if we take, so you can see, so using of gap, info dot name I am displaying here. So now we can see why I'm using map means, now the data which we are getting in the form of object. So based on that, if we take directly with only one values in the data, we are having id, name and filter. So we are having for one id three values or two values with the including of id means three, right? So because of that only we are using again filtration. So first we'll see the output and we get the output another way also. Do here. So you can see here using of filter we are having we are getting two data. So 1 is 90 and 1 is 98. As we are getting ID with 1 and ID with 4 is greater than 80. Based on the condition itself, it has been retrieved. Using of map, we retrieved all the 5 values. So the same, now we'll see about the reduce. Before that, I will be shown the, wait. So now it is the number with an array of containing of 5 values. Now we'll use this filter. Data dot d dot greater than 2. Now we'll see here. Now it's greater than 2 means 3, 4, 5. So you can see here 3, 4, 5. Now I am not used any map function after filtering the data because it containing one array with the values of individual values containing that one. So now we'll see the reduce. So reduce. The reduce which we are now using is the getting of single output. Means when using map, the length should be equal to input and output. For the filter, with a specified condition, if the condition will be satisfied, based on that condition, we'll get the data as a output, not overall data. For reduce, it passes only single value as the output. You can see in that when using of online shopping, it making of buying after that we select more than one item. Means if one item we require the four products, like the quantity will be we will increase, so based on that the bill will be calculated into the amount, the final output will be quantity into the price. We make it calculation, so accumulation means zero value with the current items values to be a single value will get as the price. So based on that, when we are creating the applications also, if it is applications with the add to cart and buy, when it makes to the total value will get, so at that time we will use the reduce functionality because the quantity into price to make it a single value as the complete total value. So we will use a reduce functionality. So now you can see here. So here we are using accumulator comma current. Here I am using the 0 and I want to be written here as accumulator plus current value. So now we'll get as the 15 as the value. So now we'll see. So now we'll get the value. Here we can see the 15. So now I make the accumulator value. So initial value I will make it as a 1. So now we will get the output as 16. You can see here 16. Because based on this value, initial value plus iterating value means one time it will get as a 1, and the second time it turns to 2, and third time 3, like that the loop will be rotating. So at that time the initial value plus the current value which it is getting from the array. So if I am not initializing any value here, at this time here we are not initializing any value, so accumulator be undefined. So now at this time it takes the value of initial value of which we are using the array. So here the now initial value is 1. So now we'll get as output as 15 itself. So you can see 15 here. So the same will use the data of marks. Will perform the reduce operation on our data which is created the JSON. So data dot reduce. So we are taking the accumulator and the current value, right? For this, I want to make it as so if current value dot marks greater than 80, we are having 90 and 98 values which is greater than 80 for the ID1 and for the ID4. For this, I want to make it as this accumulator equals to accumulator place current values dot marks which is greater than 80. So now we'll return later for this reduce data. First we'll see the output in the console. So RD, so you can see here 188 means 90 plus 98 is 188. If we keep here as 1 means 189 now we'll get. So 189 here. So now we will display it in so reduce data. Here itself we can see here which is 189. So this is the how we will use the reduce operation when we get into a one value, and with the specified data we'll use the filter, and for the iteration whole data to display it out with the specified fields only we'll use the map. This is the how the difference between filter, map and reduce. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, click on the bell icon, it will give the notifications when I upload the new videos.